Hello all, welcome back to our daily Bible videos. My name is Sarah and it's good to be together this morning looking at the Word of God. Today we're looking at Luke chapter 20, beginning at verse 9 and going through to verse 19. Now if you watched the video yesterday, you will have heard me talking about how as Jesus enters the temple in Jerusalem, we see this turning point towards the passion of Jesus. The passion of Jesus being the events that led up to his death and later to his resurrection. And in this passage that we're looking at today, we really begin to get a sense that Jesus himself knows that he's heading towards the cross. He knows that people are beginning to talk about and plot ways to kill him. And he begins to tell this story in this passage today, which is quite an uncomfortable story to those that are listening. So today we're looking at this parable, this story that's got meaning that Jesus tells. And it's about these tenants who are looking after a field. And the owner of the field sends some servants down to the field to try and get some of the fruit. And the tenants just really don't like this idea. And they quite violently beat up these servants and try and kind of see them off. And after this happened a few times, the owner of the field decides that he's going to send his son, who he loves, to the field. Because he thinks, if I send my son, maybe these people will respect him. But as the story goes, they don't respect the heir, the son of the owner, and they also kill him. And this parable, some of us will know already, is kind of a picture of the life of God. God the Father, who is the creator of the whole entire world, who owns the whole of the world and everything in it. And Jesus, his son, the son who the Father really loves, who enters into the world. And the Father sends the Son into the world, the Son whom he loves. But the people that are in the world reject the Son. They don't welcome him. They reject him. And so Jesus is telling this story, and even though maybe those that were listening wouldn't have necessarily understood it necessarily quite so clearly as Jesus using those different characters to mean God the Father and himself, Jesus the Son. But you can tell from this passage that the people listening begin to get a little bit uncomfortable and they're starting to get a little bit hot under the collar. I don't know whether you've ever had the experience where somebody is kind of talking about something and you begin to think, are they talking about me? This is a little bit uncomfortable. And then this moment where Jesus looks directly at the people and he says, the stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. And he's challenging them. Are you going to reject me? And if you reject me, do you understand that I am the one on whom everything else is going to rest? The cornerstone in a building was sometimes it was the last stone that was put into the building in the corner of two walls to hold it together. And this stone was really significant. And it was often described as the stone that kind of set the foundation and held the whole thing structurally together, made the whole thing safe and held it all together. Jesus is saying that I am the one on which everything else rests. Will you reject me, or will you build your lives on this foundation? As I said, we're moving towards the story of the cross. Jesus is beginning to challenge people more deeply. Are you going to reject me or welcome me? And it's a challenge for us today, even each day, in small and bigger ways in our lives. Will we reject Jesus or welcome him today? Will we reject him or will we make him the foundation of our lives? Maybe you might like to join me today in praying a simple prayer that says, Jesus, I don't want to be the ones that reject you. Instead, I choose to make you the foundation of my life. And if you've never prayed that prayer before, today might just be the day. And if you pray that prayer for the first time, please do comment in the YouTube comments or contact somebody through one of the Facebook groups. And we'd love to chat to you about how you can make Jesus the foundation of your life even more. Have a great day.